So, as some of you may know, I recently built this beautiful abomination of a computer. Right? It's a great computer. I love it. It's my new main workstation, editing, all that, gaming as well, PC. Has an RTX 3090, a 5900 XT, 128 gigabytes of RAM, 3 terabytes of NVMe storage. It's a pretty good computer. It looks terrible, but it's a good build. It's a good PC. It doesn't work. Okay, let me be clear. It does function, except under heavy load, it fucking turns off. Completely off. Broken. Doesn't work. Because, as it turns out, although my old PC did also have a 3090 and a 3900 XT, and yes, that exists, XT, the CPU exists, comments, 3900 XT, apparently, whilst the 3900 XT was only drawing 50, 70, 80 watts in game, the 5900X can draw like 180. What? I don't know. So basically, the CPU is overheating all the time, but that really is just the CPU's fault and this motherboard's weird fan configuration. Whatever. No one cares. What matters is that the CPU draws way too much power. This motherboard has two 8-pin connectors for the CPU. You can tell I'm mad. I've got to take this whole thing apart, for the most part, replace the power supply, replace everything, power supply, all that, redo my cable management, whatever of that there is. You can see that there's not much. And then I got to put it back together and hook it back up. But I'm mad that I got to replace this power supply because it works completely fine. It's a good power supply. It's just not enough watts. Silverstone. We'll talk about Silverstone a little bit. I like Silverstone. Now, to be honest, my first solution, because as you guys know, I am the best at totally direct solutions. My first solution was just to replace the way too power hungry and kind of not well performing RTX 3090 and instead just use the way more expensive and way cooler NVIDIA Titan V. This thing is freaking beautiful and it would fit this pink and white build very nicely. It's not really pink and white anymore because the white cooler didn't fit. You get the point. It would fit the build really nicely. This thing is freaking beautiful. Oh my god, I want this to be my main graphics card so bad. There's just one small problem. It's not mine. First of all, thank you to the people I'm about to mention, but unfortunately, this card is not mine. It is on loan from, you guessed it, Silverstone. The power supply company. Yeah, they also make cases, and I'm gonna be honest, fucking fly in here, I'm gonna be so mad. So unfortunately, I can't keep it. So unfortunately, it's a very expensive card, and it's only on loan. Although, if Silverstone changes their mind at any point, this will be my main card. I'm just saying. I'm kidding. I don't want them to think I'm gonna do something. I don't want them to not like me anymore, so I will send it back as requested, but I freaking love this card. It's so nice. Silverstone, I'll buy it. I'll buy it from them. Silverstone, send me an offer. I'll buy it. They're not gonna sell it to me. That was my first solution. I know, very backwards, but it's a sick card. It'd be so awesome. I've always wanted one. Thank you, Silverstone, for lending me that. But since that's not gonna work, I don't have a card similar to a 3090. I don't have like a 3080 or 6900 or whatever, something similar performance in games and editing and stuff, but draws less power, so that's fine. I'll just replace the power supply. And you know what? I ain't taking the risk. I have an 850 watt Dagger Pro from FSP. 80 plus gold, 850 watts, probably would be plenty. Probably would be plenty. But no. If my power supply is gonna fail, because of the wattage, fine. That's fine. But my god, I'm going to use a fucking 1300 watt EVGA G2 instead. Is that better? Is it even gonna fit? No, it's not, but I'm still gonna use it. Yeah, 1300 watts. Because you wanted to play around. So I'm using 1300 watt power supply. But not only that, I'm also going to use white cables that I have. I have one custom cable kit. It's the only one I've ever ordered, the only one I've ever had. Like an actual cables, not just extensions. And it's for EVGA power supplies. So, fine. That's okay. I'll use that. So I've got an EVGA 1300 watt power supply and some beautiful white cables to go with this build. Fine. I was going to use that build, this power supply. I was going to use this power supply for something, you know, that actually draws like 1300 watts. No, it's fine. I'll use it for the PC that draws like 800. There's a fly on my camera. That makes me so mad. That's it, I'm killing this thing. So in today's video, that's what we're going to do. We're going to replace this power supply. Just gonna unplug that. We're going to replace the power supply. It's currently in there. Going to redo the build a little bit. Cut all my zip ties that I worked really hard on. You know, sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do. Which is the dumbest fucking saying I've ever heard. Because, oh, what? What, you have to do what you have to do? Wow. That's fucking crazy. Honestly, I would have never thunk it. I thought you didn't have to do what you gotta do. And of course, one of my fan cables routes through here. Motherboard's trying to come out because I didn't actually screw it in at all. Fucking bitch, I just saw it. Whatever. It's, what the f. It was on that. Did you guys hear about that terrible fucking D-rate YouTuber? Freaked out because there was a fly on his power supply out of nowhere. Oh man. Oh man, what's the temperature in here? 4,000 billion? You know what? You know they do that thing, it's like, oh, I'm not mad, I'm just upset. It's like, fuck you, no, I hate you. I'm so mad. I'm pissed. I'm not mad. I'm fucking pissed. So again, like I said, nothing wrong with this power supply. It's still a perfectly working 750 watt SFX unit, 80 plus platinum. It's a good unit from Silverstone. I think Silverstone sent this over a while ago, about a year ago now. Great power supply. Been using it ever since. I've been using this for almost a year and it's had no issues. Just finally, when you get to the top freaking end hardware, 5900X, 3090, 128 gigs of RAM, not much better hardware you can get than that, and 750 watts just ain't gonna cut it. So, sad that I have to switch this out. But there's a silver lining is that I can use the white cables to kind of match the build a little better. Now with that being said, getting this fan out is kind of a pain in the ass. Got it. Ah, fuck. That was the worst idea I've ever had. But did it work? No, because I drilled right next to the fucking radiator like an idiot. But the actual, like, proper tool for what I'm doing with my dumb brain here is called a file. How the fuck am I gonna clean this up? What was I planning here? Hold on, give me like an hour. I'm done. I quit. What was I doing? Like, okay, so the air conditioning is on now. Sorry, you're gonna hear that. I'm gonna try to edit most of it out, but you're gonna hear a lot of it. I plugged in the power supply the wrong way, and now it's not coming back out. Can I just twist it? There we go. I'll just twist it. I'll just twist the whole thing, yeah. Fuck yeah. What are you gonna do about it? You cry? Oh, cool. That just broke. Nothing is going well. Oh, cool. I just fall off the fucking table. It won't work. I don't even, I'm literally I'm fucking looking at it. What the fuck is going on here? What the shit? I'm gonna... It's being stopped by some magical force. It's a screw. Oh, those are sharp. Whatever. That's gonna hurt later. Not right now, though. I don't understand. Cool. I just have to hold it like this because whoever designed this fucking case is an idiot. Also, fuck you, EVGA. Oh my god. Go in. Just go in. Just go in. That's all you gotta do. Nope, not that way. Not into the power supply. Not into the fucking power supply. Kinda gotta manage the cables beforehand, but that's okay. I don't need to do that. Okay, this is a CPU connector. Please send me a cooler. Send this to them. Tweet at maybe Ace-Tech or something, and just be like, you know what? Please send him an email and say, hey, we got a white cooler for you, and maybe tell him to throw in some words of encouragement. You know, something nice. Just like, hey, it wasn't like the worst. You know, there's a smart way and a dumb way to do everything. I don't subscribe to any of those philosophies. So whatever I do is probably the wrong way. See, the problem is I know the right way. I'm just spiteful. Oh yeah, they'll look great. They'll look amazing. Totally won't look like fucking ass. I made the mistake of saying that my build would look stunning when I upgraded my graphics card on a build recently. Big mistake apparently, because oh no, it did not look stunning. And also, everyone had to make me know that it didn't look stunning. They're like, actually stunning implies it doesn't look like fucking horseshit, so you're a liar. It was wrong of me to say stunning. I should have in my video said, you know what, this is gonna look like shit. Oh my god, I forgot that the cables need to go below. They all somehow need to get under the graphics card, which is not possible. Do I look smarter if I know it doesn't work in advance? Cable spaghetti, cable spaghetti. Does it power on? Function I can test later. Oh my god, it makes noise. Oh my god, there's RGB. You know, the inside doesn't look good at all, but at least there's some RGB on the side to make it look a little cooler. You would think that the screws for the glass wouldn't be sharp, but you'd be wrong because the screws for this glass are extremely fucking sharp. It really does annoy me. Like, can it just beep? But as you can see, unless that's, nope. As you can see, I don't know if you noticed, but it doesn't boot. The graphics card has 0 fan spin. So yeah, that's it's a problem. Oh no, it was working that whole time. Never mind. Well, that's okay. So yeah, I guess we got a working computer here, but I'm done. So yeah, that's the build. I'm done. Not having a great time. Yeah. This is a really cool t-shirt, that's why I'm standing so close.